What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here. And y'all, today I want to discuss a little bit about the season passes in these video games nowadays, more or less like the collector's edition. And what sparked me to do this was the recent news about Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball FighterZ with the Z. And the fact that a lot of people seem to be outraged in the Dragon Ball community about their season pass. Now, their season pass is priced at $34.99. Might as well say 35 bucks. And I don't know. I've seen people, to me, I don't know, because the season pass comes with it says at least 8 characters, meaning they're going to do 8 or more characters for the DLC. And I would really like to believe that they're going to do, a good number of DLC characters, especially for $35. I think people are forgetting the at least part, which means no less than 8. And the reason that I feel like I can see both sides of it. Okay, so first of all, people need to calm down, because first of all, video games nowadays costing $64, they should really cost a lot more than that. And I think that this is more of a separate video in regards to the price of gaming, but I just want to get that out there. For the people that are buying the standard edition and complaining about the season pass being $34, you have no merit to complain, because games should cost more than that. Like I said, I'm going to do a separate video on that, so look out for that on the channel coming soon. But the main argument that I see, the problem that I see with the season pass, is that it's separate from the collector's edition. And that's the argument that I'm arguing. That's the argument that I see a lot of people arguing. And that's the argument that I see that people have a merit to argue about. Because the season pass costs $150. But not the season pass, I'm sorry, the collector's edition of Dragon Ball FighterZ costs $150. But the season pass is not included in that. I can see a problem with that. If I'm shelling out $150, even though I feel personally that video games should cost more, and I would like to see them cost more, but like I said, I'll do that in another video. Even though with that being the case, even that paying $150, I feel like the season pass should be included in that. You're getting this amazing Goku statue, you're getting some great memorabilia and stuff like that, which myself, I want the collector's edition because I am a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, you know what I'm saying? So, I think that in paying $150, I think the least you can do is make the season pass free for the collector's edition. I don't mind charging people for it for the regular edition, and at $35, I truly believe that it's going to be worth it. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Here's what you have to understand. They're telling you with $35 that you are guaranteed to get every single DLC character that's going to be released. People paid $24 for Xenoverse 2's DLC or season pass that only came with 4 packs. And people are complaining that the 5th pack isn't included in that. Well, they told you that it was only going to be 4 DLC characters, okay? 4 DLC packs. There was multiple characters in that. Well, actually not many. I think if you look at the 4 DLC packs for Xenoverse 2, there wasn't 8 characters in total in that. You had Kaba and Frost. You had Kaba, Frost. I think Hit was already in the game, so I don't think Hit was excluded. So you had Kaba and Frost. You had Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue. You had Zamasu, Fuse Zamasu, Goku Black, Rose, Super Saiyan Rose, and I think regular Black, Goku Black. And then, that's already 7 characters in 4 DLC packs. You see what I'm saying? So, and now the new ones aren't included in that. So for the fact of them charging $35 for 8 characters, and here's another thing y'all have to realize. Unlike Xenoverse 2, these downloadable characters, each character has a unique special fighting style. That is why they released the characters so late, because they're actually working on each individual character. Each character will play different. Whereas in Xenoverse, some of the characters pretty much have the same fighting style. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, they're basically saying that the season pass is a legitimate season pass. For people that complained about the season pass in Xenoverse 2, that it only included so much, and now they're starting to release stuff that's not included in the season pass. Other games have done this as well. Destiny has done this. Well, Destiny really didn't have a season pass. Destiny had more of a expansion pass, and they tell you what's included in expansion 1 and 2, and then you have to shell out 20 something bucks for the following other DLCs that are to be released. But what FighterZ is doing is a beautiful thing that you should all be proud of, because it is giving you a season pass that I guarantee you, no matter what they release for the game, you are going to get it. And I think that they have a plethora of stuff to be released for the game that when at the end of it, when you look back, you are going to be thankful and happy that you were able to get these things. Now, like I said, my only issue with it is I feel like it should come with the collector's edition, because the collector's edition is $150. Now, Dragon Ball FighterZ is not the first game to have a season pass that didn't come with the collector's edition. I noticed that a lot when I worked at GameStop, and it was kind of disturbing, especially the amount of money that people are paying for collector's editions. Now, the collector's edition of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, if I'm not mistaken, did come with the season pass. Some of the other games, I think Ghost Recon, it was either Ghost Recon Wildlands or Dishonored 2. It was a well-known game that came out here recently that came out with a collection edition, but didn't come out with the season pass. And these collector's editions, y'all, were running in the multiple hundreds. I think the Ghost Recon collector's edition was over $200. I know the Shadow of War collector's edition was over $200. You know, something like that doesn't come with a season pass, I would very much so be irate. But, you know, even with Dragon Ball Z FighterZ being the collector's edition being $150, I still feel like it should come with the season pass. That's my only dilemma or issue. But if you're a person that's buying the standard edition and complaining about the season pass being $35, you need to take a seat there, buddy, because in all honesty, y'all, I think that it's worth it. I think that it's very much worth it. Because basically everything that's going to be released in the future for the game, you're going to get it with that season pass, because it tells you you're going to get at least, meaning they are planning to do more than 8 characters, but they know they can confirm for sure that they are doing 8. The other characters are to be determined, and I think that's largely in part because they plan on incorporating Dragon Ball Super in it, and because Super is still going on, there's characters that may not have been released yet that they're planning to put into the game. But even with that, you know what I'm saying, it's worth it, because like I said, if you love the game, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, they're not trying to break your money, they're not trying to break the bank, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm going to do that in a separate video, but video games, we're lucky to be paying $65 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One video games. That's just the truth. So I feel like everybody needs to calm down, first of all. And then the people who are against this and complaining about people complaining about this, you need to understand a little bit too where they're coming from in this. In that, you know, are these, like I said, if there are people that are complaining about this, that are buying the standard edition of the game, I'm with you on it. They don't need to complain about that. But for the people who are buying the collector's edition, such as myself, I truly feel like, okay, maybe they have a legitimate argument, because like I said, paying $150, you know, okay, even if you don't give it to us for free, at least, you know, give us a discount on it, half price or something like that. Because $150, you know, granted, the stuff that you're getting, you know, I don't know. It's in the eyes of the beholder as far as if it's worth that much or not. But that's my only argument. I feel like if you're paying $150 for a collector's edition, you should at least get the season pass for free. But I digress. That's my dilemma on it. That's my issue on it. You know, leave your comments down below. What do you think about that with Dragon Ball Z FighterZ, or Dragon Ball FighterZ as some call it? Do you think that the season pass should come with the collector's edition? And are you upset at the price of the season pass standalone? You know, even if you're not getting the collector's edition, if you're buying the standard edition, do you feel like the season pass is overpriced. Like I said, my opinion is that even if I get the standard edition, a $35 season pass is not overpriced, considering that no matter what they release for the game, you're going to get it. As opposed to, like I said, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're paying $25 for a season pass and you only get 4 packs that came with less than 8 characters. You know, it is what it is, y'all. I mean, like I said, I don't mind paying $35 for a season pass if it is a true season pass, meaning anything that they release for the game in the future, I'm guaranteed to get it. I think a lot of us Destiny fans can relate to that in saying that, hey, instead of paying, because I think I paid $35 for the expansion pass. Well, I got the deluxe edition of the game, so it was about 80 something bucks, which is, you know, if I'm paying 60 something bucks for a game, it's about 20 something extra bucks. Season pass worth about 30 bucks, 25 bucks, somewhere in there, 35, 40 bucks. I would love to pay a 30 if Destiny had their season, if they did a season pass, which they don't, they do an expansion pass, you're guaranteed the first 2, you're going to get the first 2 expansion passes, but if it's at 30 something bucks, you know, if Destiny said, hey, we'll do a season pass at $35 and no matter what we release for the game, you're going to get it, that would be a steal, y'all. Because everybody that plays Destiny knows that they're going to do at least 4 expansions, you know, if it does like Destiny 1 did. And each of those expansions costs at least $20 by themselves. So you're looking at $80, you know, that you would spend without the season pass, that if you had the season pass for 30 something bucks, you see what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm getting at? So $35 with a guaranteed at least 8 characters, knowing that they're going to do more, knowing that you're going to get that in the season pass and any other content that they release, I think that's a steal regardless. So like I said, my only sentiments, my only level of understanding in this is that if you're buying the collector's edition, shelling out $150, I think that the season pass should be free with that. But I digress. That's all I got for right now, y'all. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Till next time, and God bless.